Frosty the Duck here, and today I want to talk about Gara in Warframe. I actually have a zero Forma build for her to show you guys. It works very well. So this video is going to kind of be in two parts. I'm going to show you the build, kind of talk about my thoughts on how you should build her, or at least how I build her and what works for me. And it's a bit of a rant as well. That's the second part of the video. I'm going to be ranting a little bit because a lot of people are just really obsessed with this weird, like, niche, like, glitch, essentially, you can do with her. It's not really a glitch, it's like a synergy. And, yeah, I get it, it's powerful, but it's just so deliberate, and like, it's not even something that I would even actively try to do. Basically, here's what's happening. Everybody's talking about Gara and how OP she is, right? So she has this second ability, her Splinter Storm, and it's a 90% damage reduction upon cast, and it only takes 30% power strength to get there. So that's Intensify, and that's it. You're good to go with Intensify. Now, personally, I can see where people are complaining on that one. The mod investment to get her at, like, very high tank levels is super low. But I, personally, really like that. Because, as a player, I don't need to make some crazy power strength build just to make her into a tank. It works really well. So I actually don't mind that. But the thing that people are really going on about is this thing, the synergy that she has with her glass wall. So notice how my Splinter Storm has been ticking down on the time, right? It's down to 11 seconds. Well, if you use your glass wall, it refreshes the timer. And basically it makes it so you never have to drop that armor. And the reason everyone's kind of making a big deal about that is because there's this synergy where if you make your glass wall and you break it using your one, a fraction of that damage that you just did while breaking that gets added to your shield, like your Splinter Storm. And apparently, if you just keep on doing this over and over and over again, there is no cap to how much damage you can add. And you can just, like, solo missions by walking near them with this ability. Like, walking near enemies and it'll just kill them. And I think it was, like, MC Gamer, he's another Warframe YouTuber, made a video kind of ranting about this and how it just is really foolish gameplay and all this and that, and how, you know, she can do a survival up to like level 55 only using these two abilities. And yeah, okay, that's powerful, but at the same time, so what? What is she getting out of the survival? Relics and credits, right? Like, and some materials. Who cares? Like, honestly, who cares? I have things that can one-shot enemies anyways. It doesn't matter. Like, you're ranting on and on about this, and yeah, okay, it's powerful and it's abusable, but what do you ultimately want? You just want a nerf? Like, DE doesn't just nerf things, they break things. So what we're gonna have, if you continue like this, is another useless Warframe, which we actually have enough of. Like, look at Vauban. He's useless. What is the purpose of just having another useless Warframe? I like it when there's a lot of powerful Warframes because then I have options. I don't like looking at Saren and remembering what she used to be and being like, oh yeah, well now she's, you know, pretty much garbage because the entire community complained. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's a PvE game, and like, what advantage are they actually having over you? That they can kill enemies fast? Like, you can too, just mod your weapons. So anyway, there's my rant about that. I just think it's such a stupid argument. I mean, yeah, okay, she can do that, but who's actually going around doing that? So here's my build. Zero Forma build for either new players or players who don't have a lot of Forma or any Forma or want to use their Forma on something else. This build works just fine, and I've used it on Sortie 1 through 3 and the highest level bounties on Cetus, so it works just fine. I see a lot of people modding her very weirdly. They like max out her range, and personally that makes no sense. I don't know why you'd max out range, because, you know, when you use your wall, I think the point would be to have as few enemies in there as possible. So, like, why not just make it small, so there's no enemies and you have like a personal bubble that you can make as large as you want, basically. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't get it. Another thing that I don't really understand is a lot of people are using, I think it's like natural talent. I see them like using their bubbles, or not their bubble, I keep saying bubble, their wall very quickly. And that doesn't make any sense to me either, because you get invincibility while you're casting your wall. So why would you want to shorten that time? Because, like, why would you want less invincibility, right? It doesn't make any sense. So the way I modded her, I actually have narrow-minded on for negative range. I find it works very well. And then I have a lot of duration, and at this duration, at this amount of duration, she has approximately 61 seconds on her Splinter Storm and her Glass Wall. And I think that's more than enough. That's an entire minute. I think it just works really well. And obviously, if I were to Forma her, I'd probably, you know, put a D on here, and maybe a dash, and then probably put, like, Vitality. Oh, she already has Vitality. So then I don't know. Maybe like Constitution? I don't know. This build works so well, like I don't even know what I'd need to put on her. I could probably think of something, but the build just functions very well. So, you know, I'll do a little demonstration about kind of putting what I said into concept here. Spawn some level 80 enemies. I mean, this is higher than what you're mostly gonna fight anyway. We'll do like 8 of them. I'll do like 86. That's fine. And I mean, this is, you're never gonna come into a room like this. Like, this just doesn't happen. So now I used my, you know, glass ability, my Splinter Storm, use the wall. I'm safe in my personal little bubble. Yeah, I'm just free to, like, kind of, you know, do stuff in here. I just find it works. I don't know. You know, once you're in here, you can use your Tenno and get some energy back, or whatever you got to do. So yeah, you're level 86. There's a second pop out. I'm not going to be getting shredded apart like I would fighting my Splinter Storm up. Come on, slash proc. Slash proc. There we go. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm missing something that other people are seeing or something. I don't know. I just don't think it's that big of a deal, personally. To just have something that's powerful. I really don't see it as that much of a threat. You know, I've never looked at something powerful in this game and been like, well, now I can't use this. You know, it's like, Gara's out, now I can't use Harrow or Excalibur. It's like, I'm still obviously going to use them because I like those frames. They have different kits. I'm glad that they made a useful frame instead of a garbage one. And I'm not going to just complain because she's powerful. That doesn't make sense to me. So anyway, that's my agenda, I guess, is to get people to complain less. Hopefully you found this video helpful. The build works just fine. It's going to work for most new players and veteran players too. So if you liked the video and you got some use out of it, go ahead and drop a like or subscribe or don't, whatever. Talk to you guys later. I am getting close to 100 subs, by the way, so it'd be cool if we could make that happen. Alright, bye.